Are you ready to rumble? Hey everyone, wonderful coaches. Thank you so much for listening to video number 2 in this incredible series, free series on blossoming your coaching business. This is Kim St-Laurent from Cast Consultation, and also it's known as Mega Babe Kim. And before, once again, you start watching this second free video in this incredible 3-part series, let me tell you the benefits of watching this second video so you can see if it is the right fit for you. Today is video number 2. And it's getting up close and personal with your client. Not in any weird kind of way. So, what is this all about? Now, it's about really knowing who you are going to serve. And before you say, I know who I'm going to serve, stay tuned. There'll be more. So, first of all, a lot of us coaches, we really like to generalize when we try to serve people. For example, I want to try to help women be happy. Yeah, but that's not close enough. And I know that some of us coaches, and maybe this is the issue for you, maybe not, but some of us have so many skill sets that it's hard to narrow it down because it's like we feel like we're cheating other people out if we're not serving all these people. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sit down and we're going to think in the perspective that we're actually going to invent ourselves a client. How would a perfect client look for us? So, we're going to sit down and we're going to dissect them. So, do you remember science class? If you had one of those and you had to dissect the frog and look at all the little guts and stuff, well, we're not going to be dissecting people. Praise the Almighty for that. We'll leave that up to doctors. So, or cornists, but they're doctors. But anyways, we're going to look at every other aspect of this person. And if you really want to look at their insides, you could look at their insides too. Not literally. Anyways, sorry if I'm coughing a lot. I think I need a glass of tea. So let's go get a little sip of tea while I'm talking to you guys. And so basically what this is all about is really to get into the person's mind and really see who is this person. And we're going to play a little game. So hopefully you're going to have fun with me with this one. I want you to imagine this client to a T. I want you to be able to have a name for the person, come up with an age, how much money are they making. I want you to think, are they married or single? Do they have kids? Are they working? What kind of job have they worked at? What kind of past did they have? Talk about their parents, talk about all the other relationships in their lives, talk about all their interests. Do they play sports? Do they go to the museum? Do they like tea or coffee or none of that? You know, what do they prefer to eat? What type of person are they? What type of personality? And I want you to go down and dissect all of that. And I want you to even imagine the darkest and deepest secret of this person. And there's different places that come up with this same idea, but we're going to take it a step further. So after that you've actually done all of that, you could do one of these, which is, I did a pretend one just for us today. So once again, this is one of my boards. Yay! And I basically did, for example, hi, my name is Sandra. And I drew Sandra, so you could even pull up a picture off of the internet and use it as whoever it is. So this person has her hair up and she has earrings and, you know, she's in her 40s and whatever. And then I actually talk about her. So I have this whole description, and actually I didn't have enough space, so I had to go ... at the end. But in brief, I did this just for you guys today. I was like, okay, so who is this person? What does she like? And what does she want to do? So this person here wanted to start a coaching business, and she was really blessed that while her kids were growing up, she got all this knowledge and database, and now her kids are teens and they're out of the home, they're in high school, and she wants to start her coaching business, but she's stuck, for example. And she's kind of feeling like she's spinning her wheels and she doesn't really know how to get out of that. And she has all these things that are coming up for her. And even though she's really happy and she absolutely loves her life, she's just having a little bit of trouble starting her own business. So anyways, so I dissected her. Really fun for you guys. I'm not going to get into all her details because I just wanted to show you guys a really, really quick example of what you guys could do, especially if you're visual people and if you're tactile person, you could actually stick it on. If you have to have a feeling for it, if you're an auditory person, go on the internet, find a voice that goes for the person. I'm using her when I'm talking about this person because I use Sandra and she's a girl. So if I say her, it doesn't mean that your client is going to be a her, but at least it gives you an example. So I know I kind of jump through this, but I know that there's a lot of people that are listening to this right now have already done something similar. But let's take it a little step further. First thing that we're going to do after this, so after that you've researched them, you've thought of everything, you know what her subconscious thoughts are, and blah, 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 you're actually going to think for a moment, and you're going to see what is the main issue that she's having. And then once the issue, meaning why are they coming to see you? And then what are the causes of this problem? And I want you to think of only 3. Okay, we're going to start small today. So you're going to write it down on one side of a list. So for example, you're going to say, what's the main problem? And you're going to write it down. Sorry, I kind of scribbled. It's not the best example. So the cause is on one side. And on the other side, in case you guys already read, you're going to find a possible solution. So, just to make sure that this is clear, we're going to use my video 1 as an example. And if you have not watched video 1, please, 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 please go and see video 1. Who knows? It may actually help you to break through and get you to a blossoming coaching business. Maybe it's that missing key. You'll have a little bit of information if you do want to keep on listening to this video first, so don't worry, but please do go there because there were some priceless things that we shared. So if you hadn't noticed, in video number 1, I actually gave you guys 3 things in the first video. That was like uber cool. You mean I have to restart and do just one video to cover one thing at a time? So little recap. We talked about emotions and how our emotions were clouding us and stuff like that and stopping us and how they could repel some of our potential clients. Anyways, what we did was we listed out all those emotions and all of those thoughts and we actually redefined them. And then after that, I gave you guys a nice little elastic example exercise. And then the second thing we talked about was doubt, so or low self-esteem. And what was my solution for that one? Well, it's you. So, and how all your experience and all your skills is just going to let you shine and become the absolutely incredible coach that you can become. And it's going to set you aside from all the other coaches out there. And you won't be a carbon copy of someone else because only you can be you. And this is so, so important and priceless if you actually want to be an incredible coach. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. And then the third thing was being stuck and not being able to move forward and feeling like you had to get the permission from something outside of yourself. Well, we saw that permission comes from you and only you can give yourself permission. So I gave you another solution and I call it the permission slip. And if I didn't describe it very well, I told you guys to go see my blog and it gave you guys a good example. And yeah, so there in video 1, you could see that I had 3 things that I mentioned. So 3 items that could have been like the source of the problem. And then I gave you guys a solution that you guys could use. So that's one example. So now you're going to keep that nice little sheet of paper and you're going to remember what you wrote down, because this is the client and this is what they're coming for you for help. So you could use this in your marketing and all this. But to help you do all that, we're actually going to do another exercise. Now, my example is Sandra, and Sandra likes to drink tea. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is actually to sit down with a pen and paper, and if you need to, play some music, put some candlelight on, go for a walk, whatever floats your boat. You could record this instead of writing if that's more for you. And I want you to write them a love letter. That's what I call the love letter exercise for your ideal client. Now that probably sounds a little corny. What are you talking about? I'm writing a love letter probably to another woman. Well, put yourself in this state. Imagine for a moment that, close your eyes and imagine what kind of an office you would have. I don't know if you would work online or if someone would actually be walking through your doors in the office. Whatever the case may be, they're contacting you, they're there, they're with you, they're at the start of a coaching session, they're in tears because they have this issue. And you're there and you're going to pour out your heart to them and say, look, I know exactly what you're going through. And it's almost like you're going to be reading their mind. Like, I know the pain that you're having, and I know you wish that you could contribute more to your family, and how you wish you could have more stability at home financially, and how, finding clients is not always an easy thing, but I could help you in finding clients, and I could help you in finding ways in doing this. And if I'm continuing to talk to Sandra, I could say, look, I know that you probably have all these emotions that are bottled up inside of you and you're stuck inside. And why don't we free that up so then you're really relaxed and at ease and you find your core so then you could really serve them the best way that you can, and so forth. I'm just like babbling on, but you're just talking about them and your love letter to them. I love this about you. You know what? I love it when you have so much blah, 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 blah. And, I really want to I really want to help you from the bottom of my heart. There was a Freudian slip. It's late here tonight. And so you write them this love letter. And just sit down and pour out your heart. Like, seriously, you are serving them. And the important thing of this exercise is that, yeah, you're probably going to give them a couple of pointers and stuff like that, but you're talking about them. You're seeing how you completely understand them, and you're there to serve them. Because if you do that, you're honing into them, and you're going to be like a magnet if you use any of that in either your conversations with people when you go on the outside, or if you actually do copies and stuff on the internet, or whatever you're going to do. This love letter is going to be priceless to you. So open your hand and make yourself free and just go for it. And if you need to do a different thing to get your creative juices flowing, do it. And sometimes it may mean, if you're getting into that white blank writer's block, go revisit the person and really get into the subconscious and see what is she really or he really dealing with. Because you really got to know your clients. You're here to serve them. You're here to love them. You're here to contribute to them. Now, before I let you go today, because it's already been 14 minutes that I've been talking to you, well over, the last thing that we're going to say to you today is pricing. So it's not even about your customer. Dun, 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 surprise. But I know that this is an issue that comes up with so many new coaches, and so often new coaches really undervalue their own work. And honestly, I find it heart-wrenching, because you guys are so incredible, and you could bring so much value into people's lives. And don't cut yourself short. Get paid for what you're worth. Now, that's all nice and dandy. So I'm going to give you guys another video. I know that these videos are jam-packed with stuff, and I know they're a little long, but I want them to be priceless for you. So pricing, let's think about it together. First of all, you got to break it down. Okay, if you're not good with numbers, write it all down. And I'm going to give you guys a little example. My upcoming project, for example, I am not charging my usual fees because I really believe that coaches have to go out there, and I absolutely painfully know how it is to be stuck. And I hated it because I had all this experience under my belt and I wasn't getting out there. So I really pour out my heart to you coaches because I really want you guys to get out and get your coaching business starting. So pricing. So first of all, if I give myself a really brief example, so one coaching call, and this, I could have gone on and on and on about this. So one coaching call for me usually is 1 hour of time. So I write 1 hour of time, and how much would that be worth for me? And then usually my coaching calls are recorded. So then not only can I re-listen to it afterwards, so first of all, they're recorded, so I'm using my software. So you write that in. So my software, it's valued at this for the usage. I'm re-listening to it. Most times I'm re-listening to it. So that's another hour. So I put 1 hour on top of that. If I ever refer to the call, like let's say I'm saying, oh, they said this once, I think it's around here in the call, so I'm going back. So I'm writing more time and more of what that cost me. Also, I send the copy of the calls to my client. So then that's iPhone usage again, that's my computer usage, that's my REM, my memory usage, my computer space is taken up. So I'm taking all that into consideration. What would that actually cost? What does that cost for it to be on my computer or on my back drive or whatever it is? And then the time I actually take to email people. How much time does it actually take me? So I write that down. How much time does this take me? And with my clients, I'm one that always strives for education and to better myself. So I'm writing, for example, research. How much time am I actually writing? Well, writing too, but how much time am I actually researching things? So then I write that down and I can tabulate it. And then maintenance of my site, for example. Right now it's down, but I'm continuously working on it with my programmer and making sure that, it's going to be optimized. So that's time I have to take into consideration. And then what about my blog? That's another thing I have to take into consideration, and so forth and so forth and so forth. I just wanted to use a couple of things as an example so that you guys could really see, okay, yeah, it's not just my 1 hour. Everything that I'm doing in my pricing, I have to think of everything else that this affects. And think about taxes, think about if you rent a space, and so forth and so forth. You really got to put yourself in a mindset that, you're not a salaried employee anymore. You're actually bringing something of extreme value to this person and this client. So, yeah. Anyways, so I just thought that maybe that would enlighten you guys on your pricing. Because, for example, when I was salaried, it's like I always thought, oh, I should be paid for more. Well, you're in a position right now that you could actually be paid for what you're worth. And you actually have to take this all into consideration. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm taking a small loss by doing this. But for me, it's way much more value for me to make sure that you guys get out there. I want to kick your ass out of the door because I love you. Anyways, so once again, sorry, I'm like all over the place today. If you are still watching this video, we're now 20 minutes long. Oh, I'm so sorry, it's so long. It's going to take like 5 hours to upload. No, anyways, if you're still watching this video, you're absolutely really uber serious about starting your coaching practice, as I said before. And I just want to take another moment and acknowledge you for that, because that is priceless. most people wouldn't have taken the time again to listen to another video about what to do and to learn new techniques or even refresh their memory if they already knew this. And you're online watching this now. And you really have the commitment inside of you and the determination to do this now. And I honor you for that. That's why you are a perfect fit for this 3-week actionable mastermind starting on May 1st, which is this week. It's so exciting. It's specifically for people just like you who really want to take action steps towards getting your coaching practice into reality and get your coaching practice to blossom. Because you know what? People absolutely need you. There's not another you in the world. And if you have all these coaching skills, they need you. And it's time for you to book yourself solid, or as much as you want, to live the life that you absolutely want and desire. Because, once again, it's your turn to shine. And it's your turn to be the absolute coach that you can be. I'm here to support you. I have another video that's going to be coming up tomorrow, and I don't mean today because it's 3 a.m., not tomorrow when I wake up in a couple of hours, but tomorrow the day after. And again, you're going to get free stuff. And because I really want to support you, even if you decide that you don't want to follow through with me, please, 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 at least listen to another video and get all the knowledge that you can from me for free. And if you work with me, this is like not even minute of what you're going to get. And we're going to blow this out of proportion, and you are going to have an incredible time. And it's going to be well worth your investment. And if you want more information, because I don't want this to be salesy, this is the last couple of minutes that I was talking about it, I want you to go up to, once again, techno person here, it's yes at cast.cc. So YES at cast, KAST dot CC. You could also go onto my blog and comment there, or go onto Facebook. It's under Megababe. So Megababe Kim Page. And let me know you're interested. And I am there for you. And you know what? If you've listened to 23 minutes and 21 seconds and you like this video and you found that any of this, or even my first video, if you wanted to go back and comment on that too, comment, let me know that this is good for you. I have brought to you value. I've opened your eyes. I've opened your eyes and made you wise. I've opened your eyes and helped you out in some sort of even minute way. Encourage me. Send me your love. Anyways, it's almost 25 minutes. This is uber long. So I honor you for who you are. I wish you an incredible day. And I wish you incredible blessings in your practice. And this is your time. So go! Go out there. Now, what are you doing? Stop listening to me. Take care.